Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Welcome back to another video episode of PM in the AM podcast. This is your host, Porter McNeely, alongside friend, co-host, co-producer Blake Bushman. How's it going, Blake?
We did it, man. Oh, I'm feeling great now. I was okay before, but yeah, I'm moving up the ranks in the podcasting world, so feel good. Feel good.
I did forget one thing in that intro, though, that you do deserve after last week. That is tech wizard Blake Bushman. I'm just going to go ahead and start by sharing a little story. So last week, we're trying to record our first ever video podcast on a new software, and my phone will not plug in. The charging port is broken. So I've been wirelessly charging my phone for weeks at this point. I've been using a pad you just set it on, and I was like, I'll just get by. It's expensive to have them replace the thing, whatever. I went on a trip, flew on a 6-hour flight, and I was like, I can't touch my phone because I'm scared that I'm gonna have to not have phone, so I'm nervous, I don't know what to do. And then Blake just comes along, we're recording, I'm telling him my problems. He's like, why don't you just grab a paperclip and try cleaning it out? And so I did, and it was, I kid you not, cleaning out the vents of a dryer. There was so much lint in there, I couldn't believe it. So I was just plugging the thing in, and it was just stuck on the lint. So I gotta give a big shout out to Blake for that one. He saved me a lot of money, a lot of time. I'm sure I would have taken it somewhere, and they would have just charged me for it.
Oh yeah, done the exact same thing. That'll be $600. Thank you.
Exactly.
No, when you told me about that you were on a flight without it, I was like, no, we gotta do something about this.
I know,
that's unheard of.
If this podcast doesn't work out for you, Blake, I'm sure you got a future in quick tech repairs. So,
all right,
for all your tech needs, hit up Blake Bushman.
I'm gonna start another podcast. It'll be Fix It Blake, and we'll just I'll take calls from listeners and fix their problems.
I like it. So coming up on this episode of this podcast, we've got some kind of newer segments. We've done it in the past. We've done what we're going to call the Facebook Marketplace finds. It's kind of a special edition of Blake's Buys where we scoured Facebook Marketplace. We looked for all the unique items that are on sale there, and we're going to go over a couple of those with you. And then after, in our second segment, we are going to have a classic, also from previous episodes, which is the Would You Rather segment. So we've got some pretty off-the-wall, crazy Would You Rather questions that we're going to get into. But before we do that, we do want to remind you to make sure you're following us on social media. We are on Instagram at PM in the AM Podcast, on TikTok now at pmintheam.pod. So make sure you follow us there. We've got some good videos going. We're going to be making more content on there and posting clips of the podcast so you can keep in touch with what we're doing. If you just want to watch a short clip, you want to laugh hysterically all day, I mean, that's the place for that.
Yeah, there'll be clips. That's usually where we're going to post the punishments and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So Porter loses the brackets inevitably, which happens. We
Every
haven't seen the last one, so we don't know about that. But whenever there's a punishment video or anything else like that, we're going to start posting them there. So make sure you follow us on the socials.
And then another thing is, if you ever need to email us, if you want to send us a funny story, a funny news article, or anything like that, we're at pmintheampodcast.info@gmail.com. Or if you want to vote on your favorite things that we do when we do the debate segments, you can also send them there. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, which is kind of a newer option, go to podpage.com/pmintheam. That's our website. You can leave us a voicemail. You can leave us a review, which we always appreciate. But yeah, so without further ado, going to get into one of my favorite segments because I've been known to buy a few things off Facebook Marketplace. I've been known to spend some time on there because I really think you can find some great deals. And so coming up next for you guys, we have some of those. Just let me get into it here. And I know Blake is very excited for this because I accidentally leaked the first item. But here we go. For the first find on Facebook Marketplace I got for you is the 7-inch banana duck statue lawn ornament figurine.
That's a lawn ornament.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
No way.
You're seeing it, right, Blake?
Oh no, yeah, I can see it. If you're listen on Spotify or Apple Podcast, I think Spotify now has a video option, so hopefully you can see this too. If not, run and check it out. This thing is unreal. It's got to be fake, right? There's no way.
No, it has they have like 98 recently sold is what it says on the post. It retails for 1978, which is less than the 32.96, which it was listed at. There's free returns, so if you get one and it doesn't fit well in your lawn,
I mean,
feel
how
free to
could it
return
not?
it.
You know,
Oh, wait,
that's
there's another picture of it here. Sorry, I went the wrong way. Okay, so here we have a complete squad
they're
of
huge.
the
They look
yeah,
way bigger than I thought.
yeah, they're crazy. Like
Oh my goodness.
it's a duck made out of like a banana peel. I feel like whoever put those in the road to take the picture probably like was really embarrassed. They probably like got forced to do it. But yeah, it's something I just feel like never would have come across.
That's I had like who comes up with that? That's what I want to know. That's I mean, can you imagine throwing that bad boy in your front yard, just
No, I feel
loving
like
it?
you need multiple. If you just have one, people probably won't see what it is, but the way
You have
they've
an
got multiple
army.
standing in the road,
You have
yeah,
an
it's like
army
a
of banana
squad.
ducks. You
Yeah.
gotta have them lining up their way to the front door, just all along the way. You have to walk through these banana ducks.
It does have 6 reviews, 4.3 stars on the product, so I feel like that's about as good as you can expect for banana ducks.
High quality craftsmanship, you know.
Absolutely. All right, so we got another one coming for you after we go back through the other banana one. So this one is here local to Utah where we're at, and I picked it because of the picture. Like I just thought the picture was so ridiculous, and also if you can see the name of the item.
Playwood, is
So
that what
it's
that says?
yeah. So I mean I've heard of plywood before, but I'd never heard of playwood before.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
but if you want
that's when
about
you want to
like
have a fun
20
time.
sheets of plywood, I don't know what you're using it for, but it is
Oh,
for play, I guess,
it's
for
gotta be
games.
playgrounds, right? I mean, it's strictly playgrounds and
Yeah.
like what are those like doll houses? Like anything that is used for childhood entertainment. That's what they go for. I'm certain of it.
But I
That's
want to
fan.
ask you, Blake, like think of the splinters coming off this thing,
Oh yeah, no, they're
off of this plywood.
horrendous. I
That's
mean,
not safe for kids. Yeah.
that's maybe it's play for the adults. You get to injure children, or I don't know, but it's what it makes.
It kind of
What it
leaves you
makes
speechless.
Yeah, what it makes me think. Well, you said something that reminded me. Have you seen? Because you talked about the picture. Have you seen when people go on like Facebook Marketplace and they sell their mirrors?
Oh, and they take a picture of themselves.
Because, guys, if you need high quality entertainment, go onto Facebook Marketplace and just look up mirrors being sold. Because people selling these things, they get so creative with their pictures, or maybe they don't, and then that's what's funny about it. They are hilarious. People like sneaking in the phone in the background, or just, or the things that
Oh
they'll
yeah,
do. It's fantastic. So I appreciate a
that's
good
definitely a classic.
picture on
Yeah,
the
with his
sale.
nice shadow right there.
Yeah, that's
And it's like
sensational.
taken on a potato. So props to him for even posting it. Hopefully he gets some sales. $18 could be a good deal, could not be. I have no idea. All right, let's
Yeah,
get to the next
I don't know
one.
what the going rate for plywood is, honestly.
So the next one is actually a free item, and if you
Ooh, I
need
love
some
free.
dirt, this is a great deal for you. I didn't put this one in because I thought dirt was stupid, because I understand there's probably a lot of people that have free dirt around. I did it because in the picture, which is kind of hard to tell, I'm zooming in on it, you can see that
Yeah.
they have a tramp right here. And I think what these people are doing is they're using your free dirt to dig out a hole for the tramp.
So they so you get free dirt, but you have to go dig it out of their yard to dig a
I
hole
mean, it
for
looks
their.
like it. It looks like maybe they're getting the second tramp because it looks like the first one's already in the ground, but they're like digging out more. Maybe they're getting a swimming pool,
That's
and
what
you
I was
just
about to
dig the
say.
dirt out of their yard little by little. I think that's what's
That's
going on. Like
I,
they're just having people go over, take a little, and then more people go and stuff, and then soon enough they're gonna have a swimming pool without
yeah.
paying an excavator.
35 years from now, they can get a swimming pool once they finally have gotten rid of enough free dirt. It it really does make me wonder though. Like, do you think that that's? I mean, that's got to be how expensive can dirt really be? Is that a good deal? Free dirt? I feel like you can just get dirt everywhere. I
I
feel like I wouldn't
mean,
need to go
I
dig out
think
somebody's
so.
pool for that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know you can just buy. Um, I think you have to like buy topsoil and stuff, but I think dirt just kind of comes with a yard, you know. So unfortunately, like this dirt, you got to pay for, or this dirt's actually free.
You just got to go
Um,
dig it yourself is the
you
problem,
got to,
you know.
yeah, you got to pay for it, but with your sweat.
All right.
All
Pro
right,
tip though,
so
if you want a
I'm just
pool,
getting.
go ahead and sell your
Yeah, that's
dirt.
more of what that one was. It was a pro tip. Okay, I'm just getting into the last one, and this is another amazing one. All right, so we're here, and we've got a good one to end off on. We've got abnormally fat Tootsie Rolls for trade, which is like one of the best part. So I guess this guy has gone through Tootsie Rolls and found Tootsie Rolls that are a little chunkier than the rest and is willing to trade for them.
Here's my complaint about this. He doesn't have. Is that other Tootsie Roll there like for scale? Is it to show what the
Yeah,
large ones
yeah,
are compared? Because I was gonna say I have no
yeah.
idea
Look at this
based off
guy.
this picture how large these Tootsie Rolls are. Because to me it just looks like he slightly opened these other packages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of them are open. Who's gonna want that?
It was like he started to open it and was like,
That's disgusting.
this is
Look at
kind of
this.
a big Tootsie Roll. I wonder what I
Also,
can
it's
get.
on his carpet. Like, what if he has a pet or something? That's disgusting. Why is this? And in the comments, it says like he's trying to trade up. You know how people do the paper clip and they try to trade up
Oh.
and buy a house eventually, and then they document it or whatever. I don't know if this is part of it, but I hope nobody just like pity gives him something better
Do you think
out
he
of
traded a
embarrassment, because
paperclip
this is
for?
like disgusting.
Do you think he traded a paperclip for abnormally
A small
fat Tootsie
Tootsie Roll.
Rolls?
I mean, maybe, but if somebody actually were to go and give him something and actually take the Tootsie Rolls and eat them, you would have to be so crazy because that's disgusting, especially when they're halfway opened and
I
like,
really do
there's
want
three
to.
of them. Like, I don't understand this.
I really do want to follow this just so I can like message the guy when I see that it's gone and be like, "Hey, what did you get for your Tootsie Rolls?" Because if it was something decent, I mean, I promise
know.
you, those are just regular Tootsie Rolls that he opened up a little bit. So if if he gets like something worth a couple of bucks on there, all you got to do is go buy a bag of Tootsie Rolls, and that's free money.
Absolutely, 100%. That's what he's doing. So it would be good to follow up with him. Who knows what's going to happen? If you guys ever see anything crazy on Facebook Marketplace, let us know. Those were the 4 that we could find for this week. And stick around. We are going to be right back with the Would You Rather questions. And we are back with Would You Rather questions. I'm excited for this segment. I feel like Would You Rather is a great way to ask these questions because they could just be so crazy. Blake, did you come up with any good ones, or did you find any good ones for us?
Yeah, I scoured around looking for some interesting ones that made me think a little bit.
Okay.
So I found one here, and it's: would you rather talk like Mickey Mouse whenever you're in a good mood, or like Donald Duck whenever you're in a bad mood?
Oof. I feel like definitely I would go with Donald Duck whenever I'm in a bad mood, because that would make you feel so stupid if you were in a bad mood. I think it would make you go into a good
That would
mood.
No, here's the thing. I was gonna say the same thing, but I think that if I was in a bad mood, like I'm just mad, and then I start talking like Donald Duck, and people can't understand me, and so they're not getting, and like I would just get more mad, and I would end up talking like Donald Duck for forever. Like there'd be no way out of it because I couldn't get myself in a good mood if I was constantly talking like Donald Duck whenever I was in a bad mood.
But I think the bad.
There's no
I
way.
mean, obviously, there's bad negative on both sides. I think Donald Duck voice would. Yeah, you're right. It could spiral and just keep making you more mad, and so then all of a sudden you're just like talking like him forever. But I just think
Exactly.
talking like Mickey Mouse would be terrible when you're just like it's your birthday or something. You wake up, they got a nice breakfast ready for you, or anything good happens to you. You get a promotion at work. Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. And everybody's like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? But it definitely...
Thanks,
Yeah,
boss.
exactly. So that's why I'm like, I think if I had the Donald Duck voice, it would help me snap out of it faster. I'd use it less. But talking like Mickey Mouse would suck.
The Mickey Mouse voice would be hilarious, though. Can you imagine you're in like a serious meeting and you're just like things are going well, you know?
Progressively, you start to talk higher,
and all of a sudden, yeah, it's just your voice keeps constantly going up, and so it's just
that'd be crazy. Yeah, that's a hard one, but
no, yeah, that being said, I think I got to go with Donald Duck too.
Yeah,
and even though I'd probably end up talking like him forever, truth be told, if I'm mad, I'm probably going to say something stupid, and nobody would understand me if I was talking like Donald Duck. Yeah. And so by the time that gets over, you know, hopefully I've calmed. Thank you. Hopefully I've calmed down a little bit, and you know, then
I think
then
that might be a good tactic for meetings anyway.
Clearly.
If somebody pisses you off, Blake, I just want to hear you go.
just start going off like Donald Duck.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Blake, I've got one for you. Would you rather have your head be the size of a tennis ball or the size of a watermelon?
Oh man, I feel like you got to go with watermelon, right? I mean, it's going to be super heavy. Like your neck muscles have got to be just yacked out of your mind. But I feel like I feel like you got to get more stupid if your head's the size of a tennis ball. Like your brain just, you know, it's just, you're have the same intelligence as a pigeon. Like there's no way.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a positive for tennis ball size head and really couldn't think of it other than the fact that I feel like a tennis ball kind of, you know, it's going to bounce off things better. But yeah, you're right. I feel like the brain capacity of a watermelon is definitely a lot bigger. But I mean, maybe you're going to have some more concussions because you got so much room to wobble around in there, but
yeah, I mean, really, if you're saying, okay, you're the exact same person, you know, exact same intelligence, whatever, it's just the size of your head, I would probably still go watermelon. Just because, like, if your head's the size of a tennis ball...
you'd look funny.
you, like, you're going to look like an idiot either way, but there's something about just having a really small head that... I feel like somebody could just walk up and like palm my whole head and just like dangle me there.
True, and like
so
about where your neck goes, it would go like smaller rather than going bigger. I think since nobody has like their neck's not bigger than their head,
right?
It would be a really weird look. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, not to mention the watermelon headbutts would be amazing. You could get that thing swinging.
It'd be like the football players, you know, where they just bang after a good play. That'd be exactly the same if you had the watermelon head.
Oh, imagine wearing a helmet with a watermelon head, though.
For the hats and helmets you wouldn't be able to purchase.
Yeah, so I got to go with watermelon for sure on that one, no doubt. All right, I got another one here for you. Would you rather get a $200 discount or a 25% discount on everything you buy?
Huh.
So this one, I read it and I was like, okay, whatever, you know. So, but it really made me think because $200 discount, anything you buy under $200 at that point is basically free. I mean, it is free if you're spending under. So you go buy groceries, you go out to eat, you know, as long as you're not spending over $200, it's free.
Okay, so.
But at the same time, you're buying a house, 25% off.
But here's where I'm going to dig into the question a little bit. Does the $200 off count for like let's say a mortgage payment every time? Because I think you're going to get more than 25% off if every time you mortgage.
No. Okay. Let's just say it's a per purchase. So like, you know, you're paying your mortgage, but the purchase is still for your house. Okay. So
yeah, I don't know because I'm a man of cheap taste. So I'm not going to be buying, well, maybe I will, but as of right now, I don't buy many things that the $200 would, you know, actually the 25% would outweigh the $200. But you're right, that's tough because if you're buying a car, you're buying a house, you're buying something nice, you're definitely going to get a lot more than $200.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you're not getting as much money worth for sure on the 25% most of the time. But you would probably be more inclined to make some bigger purchases if you were getting 25% off.
That's actually a fair point. Yeah, I think you have to go 25% off there because I think over the value of your life, you're definitely going to see more money back from that.
Yeah. And that being said, I'm 100% going $200 discount.
Oh, no way.
I just, like $200 off a house, that's literally nothing. But if I'm taking into account that I won't have to pay for anything, essentially, I mean, I don't have too many purchases over $200, so And even then, if it's $300, I'm only paying $100. Like, I just feel like if I had the 25% discount, I would buy too many expensive things, and then I would be broke because I was trying to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna go $200 discount on that one.
Okay, I think that's a good call. I think that one's hard because you'd have to do the math over time, and it would be impossible to actually know. But I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
All right, another one I got for you, Blake, is: would you rather have a waiter or waitress mess up your order every time you go to a restaurant, or
No.
every time you go to a restaurant, your food is served cold and it takes them an hour to prepare it?
Oh man, I gotta go with the wrong order.
Okay.
I mean, I am not the type of person. I will never, unless it's like they serve me a big plate of pickles, then I would probably say something. I will rarely ever tell a waitress or a waiter they got my order wrong.
Okay.
I will just accept it. There's been times like we've been out to eat and like I'll get something and it is 100% not at all what I ordered. And like I'll just be like, okay, this is my dinner now. Like I'm not, and my wife usually will say something for me
Oh, come on, Blake.
she'll see me like giving it a weird look and be like, what the heck? And she'll call the waiter over and I have to sit there like a little kid while she tells them, hey, you got his order wrong.
Come on, Blake. You got to step
but-
up.
but-
That's a man thing. You got to step up for yourself. Either
No,
that or you just got
I
to
am-
eat it in shame.
Oh no, I would eat it in shame. 100. I don't want her to say anything. She just
Oh, my
does
gosh.
because she's trying to like fix.
No,
fix
that's the way you
problems or
get two
whatever.
meals is when they mess it up. But in this situation, you wouldn't be getting two meals, and it would have to be like completely different dish. So I could see how that's frustrating. And
Yeah,
if it's like something close though, and I'm like, man, this is good too, I'd probably eat it too. But if it's something that's
yeah.
not what I want, I'm definitely saying something. But cold food, something's probably terrible cold, and I don't have the patience to wait an hour. So I'm going with you. I'd rather have the wrong thing every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might get some gems anyway. Regardless, they bring you something that's tasty. Sometimes it's gonna suck. You're just gonna have to.
Yeah, you're gonna try new things. You're gonna experiment and you're gonna live a little. It's gonna be great.
Agreed.
But waiting an hour, that's out of the
Yeah, I should have
question.
done half hour because I feel like that would have been better. I actually made that one up
Half,
myself.
half
but-
hour is just normal.
True,
though. That's not
true.
even like you usually wait in a half hour, but an hour and then you're getting it cold.
Yeah.
and that's just
I stacked it up.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not that picky though, so I'll go with the wrong order for sure.
Okay.
Okay. I got one here for you. And it's one that I've seen, kind of circling social media a couple of times, and I wanted to get your take on it because it's I have my opinion on it, but I want to get yours. It's, would you rather fight a chicken every time you got into your car or fight a gorilla once a year, but you get a sword?
Oof. No, once a year with a sword. That's easy. I don't want to fight a chicken every time I get into my car. That'd just be tedious.
Dude, you're going to fight a gorilla?
With a sword, dude. I'm gonna be King Arthur himself.
Have you ever used a sword?
I don't need practice.
Have you ever picked up a sword and swung it?
No.
You want to know what's going to happen? You're going to get up there. You're going to have your little sword. You're going to go to swing it. The gorilla's just going to knock it out of your hand and then proceed to just tear you in half. There is no way,
No.
not a chance you could beat a gorilla with a sword. Once a year too? Like, granted you could train, but even then I don't think you're going to be able to pull it off.
I think you're underestimating me. I think once a year, easy. Bring a banana with you. Bring a banana figurine with
Oh,
you. Give it to the
my.
gorilla. You're done.
This
Easy.
This
Easy
gorilla
money.
is going after you. It is on a mission.
Oh, now
to
you're
kill
changing
you.
it up.
What do you mean? You have to fight a gorilla.
Yeah, but
You can't.
you could
can't
fight a
throw
docile
banana at
gorilla.
it.
Nobody said anything about a vicious gorilla. You got to throw that in if you want that to be the case.
It's an upset gorilla.
Yeah.
You're fighting it. It's not happy. You're swinging a sword at it. You think it's going to be like, that's okay. I'll just eat my
I'm
banana.
saying it's docile
No
at
way.
first. I swing the sword. It is no longer living, and then boom, I'm living my life without chickens bugging me every day.
You think you can kill a gorilla with one swing?
Is the sword's sharp enough?
Okay, no way. No chance. I will tell you this, though. I can get good enough at killing a chicken that I can do it, in my sleep.
I'm just picturing Blake coming
Chick-
home from work every day. Dinner's ready, and he's just chicken every night, just fresh chicken.
Yeah,
that actually,
first of all,
that's actually a good point.
Free food. All right. I mean, you got to learn how to defeather and all that nonsense. But I promise you, I get into my car, it's waiting for me in the backseat, it jumps over, I snag it, and then I just give it a quick whip, snap its neck, game over. I win. I could get so good at killing chickens, I could just quit my job and I'd just go into my car in and out all day. I'd have endless chickens.
Jeez,
and
you
then
thought
I
this one
could
through.
open up a grocery store. Yeah, I mean, there's no chance I would fight a gorilla. No way. You could say, all right, you have to fight a gorilla once a year, but you get a rocket launcher. I'm still not fighting a gorilla. No, there's no chance.
All right, I know
if
we would have changed it to a black bear, I know you would have been into it. But
oh yeah, are you kidding me? You could change it to you could change it to fight a black bear every time I get into my car and I'm choosing black bear. It doesn't matter, dude. Black bears, it wouldn't even try to get into my car.
All right.
They would see me coming.
Whatever. Before we go off
way.
on that any further, you can listen to a couple episodes back and hear Blake's rant about black bears. But I have another one for you that I would like to get in here. Would you rather step in dog crap every time you walk on lawn, or every time you go outside get 50 mosquito bites?
Oh, dog crap.
Yeah.
No, mosquito bites? Dude, mosquito bites are the worst.
Yeah, true.
I'll just, every time, I'll just avoid grass. I'm a concrete man. I
should have just said every time you go outside.
Even then, I'll stay inside. Now, I'll step in dog crap, I'll wipe it off, and I'm on my way.
Gross.
Sure, I'll smell funny.
Gross.
But mosquito bites, here's the thing. Every time I go outside, by the end of the week, I'm going to have 45,000 mosquito bites. There's just no way. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that would be terrible. I think I'd go with dog crap every time, too, even though I would absolutely hate that. That's one of them that either one is going to be terrible. But I think it's lesser of two evils kind of a thing. So I would choose that as well.
Yeah, you could change it to 5 mosquito bites, and I'm still sticking with dog poop. Mosquitoes are the plague of the earth. I can't stand them. Oh, man. That is the worst. Do we got time for one more here?
Yeah, let's
Gordon?
do one more.
All right. Would you rather be the lead in a ballet performance or in a synchronized swimming performance?
That's just, I don't know why that, out of all the ones we've done, that's the one that makes me laugh, because I'm just picturing myself doing either.
I mean, either way, you're wearing a nice little, skin-tight leotard-looking thing.
Yeah.
It's just a matter if you want a tutu or if you want to drown.
I'm taking a tutu for exactly that reason, because I cannot swim very well. I had to go tutu, be ballet. Some of those, I know it hurts to be on the tiptoes all day, but I'm sure some of those...
You're breaking an ankle.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm sure some of those top ballet athletes just get steel ankles, steel toes, and then they just, they're comfortable. They're out there doing their thing. So I'm definitely choosing that one. I don't think there's any option there for me.
I'm on the other side.
Okay.
I swam for a long time, so I'm pretty comfortable in the water. Now, granted, I've been out of my swimming shape for quite some time now, so there definitely would be a
flounder effect.
There definitely would be a little bit more of a panic.
Yeah.
But my thought process is this: I can't dance. All right, I'm not fluid. I don't have the hips for it. So if you're trying to put me in a situation where I have to either dance or dance in the water, at least in the water, my main focus will be, hey, I need to not drown, versus, hey, I really look like an idiot right now. I'm going to look super dumb either way. But on one side, my focus won't be as much, trying to look good as much as it will staying alive.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go with that simply so that I can get through it with as little torment as possible.
Yeah, so you're wearing a Speedo, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
God.
Yeah, no, and I'm going underwater and I'm doing the little leg kicks. And I mean, here's the thing. As long as you're synchronized with everybody else, more or less, I don't think anybody would even notice me.
True.
I think I could blend in. So, I'll be wearing a little Speedo, I'll, get the shaved legs going. And I think that's a better option than trying to be a ballerina.
Well, agree to disagree on that one. But I think this is a really good segment. I think we got some really good questions. We want the listeners to send us in some questions, so DM us on Instagram, and we'd be happy to answer them in an upcoming episode. We also want to remind you guys to please rate the show on Spotify now. You can give it 5 stars. You don't really have the option to write a review, but please give it a 5-star review. And then on Apple Podcasts, if you're listening there, you can give us a review and write it out and stuff. So we always appreciate those and love to share them on the show. And
yeah, if it's funny enough, we'll give you a shout out.
True, absolutely.
So,
and if you want to, but you're not on Apple Podcasts, listener, you can go to our website, which is podpage.pmintheam.com, and there you can leave us a review on there that we'll share on the show as well. So thanks, guys, for tuning in this week, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out.